Hello everybody, as you know, I am Sudhyani MK, Assistant Professor, Department of the Civil Engineering, KZ Reddy College, Hyderabad. And today's class we will be discussing about notches and wears. Okay, before going to the exact concept, let's we have some background. What is mean by notches? What is mean by wears? Some of you having some of the ideas about the notches and wears, and somebody not knowing about this. All of you seeing these notches and wears in the real time, but you don't know these are the notches and these are the wears. And what is exactly? Let's we have discussion on the notches and wears. First, going to the concept, what is mean by notches? The notches are the devices which is used to find the flow rate flowing the liquid through the tank or else any of the small structures. And what is weir then? The weir, it is the masonry structure which is also used to find the flow rate. The only small difference, the notches and weirs, both are we are using to find the flow rate. Then what is the difference? The difference is notches mean these might be in most time the 90% of these are the metal pieces. These are the devices. The mostly these weirs notches we use in the laboratories and just to get some of the pilot readings. And the weirs, these are we are going to implement. We can see this in the real time applications like dams across the broad opening, the large scale implementation, those we call it as a weirs. This is for the small case and this is for the large scale. And the one more difference is the notches are almost all the use is like metal pieces, and the weirs are these are the masonry structures. First, and what are the different types of the notches and weirs? The different types of the types are, first one is rectangular and second one is triangular or V notch, also we call it as a V notch, and third one is trapezoidal and fourth one is stepped. Notches and weirs. So first one is rectangular, triangular, trapezoidal and step notch. After hearing these all names, how they differentiated different kinds of the notches and weirs? Can you guess? Yeah, you see just rectangular, triangular, trapezoidal. Here that's meaning some shapes. It means the classifications are made of the notches and weir according to this rectangular, trapezoidal. What are these? These are shapes. Depends upon the shapes. Let's we have discussion one by one. The first one I will take the rectangular notch. So I will take the rectangular notch first. The rectangular notch and weir, how it looks. This is the, I will draw it is, okay. This is the notch and the weir, how it looks, I will show. The water flows over this. The water flows over this. So this height, it means the difference of the height of the level of the water, what we call actually in fluid mechanics, that is the head, the capital H. And this structure, this part of this structure we called it is as the crest or sill, and this we call it is as the neppe. So the neppe is it is the water sheet flowing over the structure, notches or weir, that we call as a neppe. And what is crest? The crest, it is the part of the notches or the weir where over the water is flows. You can see this is the crest or the sill, over this water is flowing, that we called as the crest or the sill. So let's we have the brief look of this, the cross section. What we are finding here? These are the devices used to find the flow rate. So, to find the flow rate, we will consider one small strip. This is the small strip you consider. This height is how much? dh. And the height over this strip is small h. And the length of the notch or the weir is about L. So, the L is the length of the weir and H is head of the water. Head of the water. What is the area of the strip now? Area of strip. Area is length into breadth. This is the length of the strip and width is how much? dh. So, dh into L is the area. So, what we are going to find here? Discharge, that is the flow rate. Discharge is equal to CD into area into velocity. So, velocity is equal to square root of 2gh. This is the theoretical velocity. Area we know, velocity we know. CD is the coefficient of the discharge. What is coefficient of the discharge? For any of the instrument, this is the device. So, device, that discharge coefficient we should multiply to get the exact discharge. So, we will substitute these all in the discharge equation. We will get CD as it is, and the area of the strip is how much? This is the dh into L, and the velocity, the theoretical velocity it is, so square root of 2gh. This is for small strip, but we need to find the flow rate for all this device. So, what we have to do? This is from 0 level to h level, we should make integration. So, integrate equation, this is called as what? Equation 1, from the limit h to 0 to h. Okay. To get the flow across the cross section, we will integrate this equation, that is the actual flow rate of whole device is CD into, just I will put integration from 0 to the maximum level h, CD into dh into L into square root of 2gh. So, this is. So, keep the constant term, this is also constant. With respect to any of the device, the coefficient of the discharge used to be constant. We will keep as it is, and length, and in this term 2g is a constant, we will keep outside, and the remaining term is, here is h, square root of h. Square root of h I am putting like h raised to 1 by 2 into dh. So, this is the limit 0 to h. Do not forget to keep these limits. Why? We are finding the flow rate through this device. So, let us we integrate, and let us we apply the limits for this CD into L into square root of 2z. If we done the integration, this is the h raised to 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 of the limit 0 to h. Once we apply the limit, what we get? CD into L into square root into capital H raised to 3 by 2, capital H raised to 3 by 2, here is the 3 by 2. The last simplified is, if we come to this, so 2 by 3 CD into L into square root of 2z into h raised to 3 by 2. This is the final equation for the discharge flowing through the which? Rectangular notch. This is for the rectangular notch or for weir. Okay, this is the equation. So here you can observe how the discharges depends upon the length of the weir and head. This is the directly proportional. Okay, if the length is increases, what will happen? The discharge increases. The more water comes, more water discharge we can get from the outlet. It means for the discharge is directly proportional to the length. Okay, we will solve one of the problem over this. The problem is like that. The first problem is the water flowing through the notch of the length is how much? That is the 1 minute. Length is about 2 meter. You just take a 2 meter, and the one more is CD is take a 0.6 and take the CD they given, L they given, and G we used to know, and the head they used to give directly about 0.3. So these are the direct problem, the problem possibilities I am telling now. They given L, so you can substitute the L, and CD they given, substitute CD value, CD is over, L is over, and G used to be now how much? 9.81. This is the universal conveyance. You need to remember this always. And the head they given is 0.3 meter. When you are trying to solve the problem, just search and see observe the units of the each values. The conversions of the unit is very important here. G is okay, H is okay, so you can find Q. What is the unit of the Q? Here it is the discharge meter cube per second. These units we should not forget any of the time. Without the unit, any of the problem value is just like a unknown person. Unknown person, we will be not knowing the name. If you don't know the name of the person, how it will work? It doesn't work. It's just like a meaningless. If you write the answer without this unit and there is no any weightage, that is the useless, and whatever the simplification you made, that is like a base. These are the problem like alternatives. One more type how they can give the problem means, the problem how they may give, the discharge they will give. This is the discharge they will give, and CD also, and G you will be knowing always, and length they will be length they will give. And what do you have to find here? Head. When they ask about the head or as the discharge, please observe which factor I should find first. So if you substitute all these, you will get H. When they ask the H, what we have to remember always is you should operate the calculator very carefully. That is the thing, because H raised to 3 by 2 is the raised to term is here. So in calculating operation of the calculus should be very careful. As I have the experience, so many of the students they used to solve the problems till the end. When this is the scenario finding the H value I am telling, they are unable to operate the calculator exactly to find the H. So when they ask the value of the head, this means the H, you should take care the calculator operation. So you can find the H. What is the unit of the H now here? Meter or centimeter. These units should carefully observe and should not forget to keep at the end. These are the different possibilities of the problems as I explained. I hope you all understood, and let's see how some of the types, the triangular and trapezoidal notches in the coming classes. If you are having any doubts, please do approach me and don't be any confused about this, just keep in the mind how to remember this overall glance. I will say one thing. So, this is how, when you draw any of the figure, you should write the description of the figure. So, this is the structure of notch or the weir you just mentioned, that is the head of the water, and the crest, it is the structure over which water flows, and the nepe, it is the sheet of the water presents where the water flows, and L is the length of the strip. Just we are considering the small strip, consider a small strip of the height dh, and this is the description of the figure. So, area is dHL. So, discharge equation is CD, area, velocity. Just substitute these all. This is the theoretical velocity. This will be coming in all of the types. So, please do remember this. Just substitute this and integrate to get the flow overall the cross section. So, after simplification you will get this equation. Okay, I hope you enjoy this and keep on this studying. If you are having any queries, please do contact me. Have a good day. See you everyone.